So Boris Johnson is clinging on to his position as PM like a limpet. Despite lockdown party allegations trying to chip him off his metaphorical rock, the allegations have just washed over him. He's weathered the Met Police investigation, though their investigations seem to have amounted little more than giving his grubby little shell a single tap for show and then polishing him up instead. Sue Gray's report wasn't the damning piece we were led to believe either. Didn't have the teeth necessary to shift him, though there are allegations that may have been tampered with. He's still firmly attached to his Downing Street rock with no intentions of moving, and nothing says that more than altering the Ministerial Code when he's about to be investigated for breaching it. Breaking the code is a resignation offence, though of course it's completely open to how the Prime Minister of the day chooses to enforce it, since they are the final arbiter of the code. Johnson doesn't want to resign, even though we know, thanks to Sue Gray, he has lied to Parliament. Instead, Johnson has changed the code to if he still retains the confidence of a given minister as to whether they should resign. And of course, nobody has more confidence in Boris Johnson than Boris Johnson does. He is still to be investigated over this by the Common Standards Committee, who seems certain to find he has lied to Parliament. So what he has done is circumvent their potential findings so he can still remain leader of this country. He's also given us an insight into how he intends to keep on in conducting himself by scrapping the 7 Nolan principles from the Ministerial Code too. Integrity, objectivity, accountability, transparency, honesty, leadership in the public interest. They no longer get a mention. What Boris Johnson has done is consolidate his own power base so there are fewer and fewer mechanisms by which to remove him. This is blatantly dictatorial. He's behaving like a fat, overblown fascist, and that's a word I know that gets cast around a lot, but the definition of fascist is to exhibit authoritarian, intolerant, and oppressive behaviour. He won't tolerate rules that don't benefit him. He's abused his authority to make changes to protect himself, and the reason he's done this is because we followed rules he impressed on us but didn't follow himself. He's ticked all 3 boxes. Our lack of a constitution has exposed chronic weakness in our democracy when a so-called honourable gentleman behaves with no honour. We're basically left with relying on the Tories to oust him themselves, and with many still supporting him, there's no guarantees even there. We face a situation where there may well be no democratic mechanism to remove him before the next election. And having forced voter ID through, do you think he wouldn't try and rig that even further?